everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about why you are unforgettable. So why can't people forget you? Why they keep coming back to you? So for this reading, I've got 3 piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to. And after you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below, which you can use to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly what makes you so incredibly unforgettable. So let's get straight into it. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what makes you unforgettable. All right, we have death. I'm already getting a transformation. No wonder people cannot forget you. We have 6 of Swords. We have a 7 of Wands. 9 of Swords. And Lovers in reverse. Okay. So, pile 1. All right, like I was saying, starting with the Death card here, you bring a transformation in people's lives. Either you end up transforming people, or excuse me, or you just end up having such a profound impact on people's lives that they know that every time they think about that turning point in their lives, they always think of you. Every time somebody comes up to them and be like, okay, what happened? How come your life changed? And the only answer they have is you guys. Pile 1 changed my life. Pile 1 came into my life and not only changed me, but changed every aspect of my life. That's the kind of energy you guys have, a very transformative energy. Some people might even like I was saying, some people are not even comfortable with change. So when you come into their lives, a lot of time you would get a lot of negative feedback from them. You would get a lot of hate, a lot of resentment from them, because you might not be actively doing it, but they feel as if you're actually trying to change them. You're actually trying to interfere and bring change in their lives, which they don't want. However, you might not even know that you're doing it. It's just the energy that you carry. It's so incredibly transformative. It is so absolute. It is so profound that no matter how hard people try to resist your energy, pile 1, they just cannot do it. You come into their lives and lo and behold, you just change it. And the thing is that you bring a very positive change in people's life. We have 6 of Swords coming through. That's why, like, with Death and 6 of Swords together, this really tells me that the change that you bring in people's lives is of a very is often extremely positive nature. And those people who kind of feel resentful towards you and they kind of resist the change that you're trying to bring, it's because they've gotten used to the pain. They've gotten used to being miserable. They've gotten used to just not being okay, not being happy, and they've kind of gotten used to the darkness in their lives. So when you come with your bright light, your amazing positive attitude, your magnetic aura, it's hard for them to kind of accept it. It's hard for them to embrace it, because one, they have made that darkness their comfort zone. They've gotten so used to being miserable all the time, just viewing the world and life in a negative way in general, that's why it's hard for them to accept positivity, because it's hard for people in general to get out of their comfort zone. So you can't really blame them, but don't think that you just don't kind of feel bad about yourselves, because there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with you as a person, as an individual. Your energy is meant to be experienced by people. It is literally the case here, because it brings them so much joy. It makes everything okay for them. People who are suffering, people who are just, even people who are suffering from the smallest of troubles, even they feel so good being in your presence. And I just feel like with the 7 of Swords here, I feel like there are a lot of people who are out to get you. I don't know how, but you guys can see there are these wands here and this person still standing on top. So the thing is that there are a lot of people, I feel like you guys are very prone to evil eye. And sometimes what, people come and tell you, oh, you got the evil eye, and you actually wonder like who in the world would give you the evil eye. It's just that, it's your energy. It's just people cannot handle it, and some people obviously do not want your positivity in this world. So, and obviously, since you're so confident, you appear so happy, people get jealous that, oh, this person's happy all the time, this person's always smiling. You might not, you might be going through a lot of trouble in your own personal life, pile one, but people just think that, oh, you have everything perfect, you have everything under control. So they get really jealous of that. And so they try, they come and tell you that, oh, what you're doing is wrong, or they come and tell you to kind of, not interfere in their lives. They tell you all sorts of things just to keep you away. But the thing is that even if they try with the Seven of Wands here, they cannot succeed. Like I'm saying, your energy is so intense and it is so profound. You as an individual is so strong that no matter what people do, no matter what they try, they can never succeed in putting you down. They just cannot. You guys are meant to rise to the top. You guys are meant to be seen. You guys are meant to be appreciated. That is why, this is another card that's talking about another factor that's talking about you guys being completely unforgettable, is that your confidence, the way you handle yourselves, the way you talk, the way you interact with people, it is exceptional to the point where people just look up at you. They just look up to you, and they just cannot help but admire you. Obviously, when you guys possess such an intense energy, when you possess such a very go-getter kind of energy, people are going to just keep on talking about you. They will keep on thinking about you, no matter how much time passes, no matter whether you guys are in contact with each other or not. People just cannot. They take so much inspiration from you. And like I'm saying, you have brought such major change in people's lives that even if they want to forget you, some people really try. I feel like this comes from your exes, with the Nine of Swords. If you've had an ex, like it could be an ex-friend, could be an ex-partner, ex-co-worker, whatever, any of your exes, they have tried. Guys, they try, pile one. They try so hard to forget you with this Nine of Swords here, but they can't. They just cannot, and it drives them crazy. It drives them insane, because they're like, why can't I just forget about pile one? Why are they always on my mind? They might not have feelings for you. They might not feel any emotions for you, like love or friendship or anything. But they cannot stop thinking about you guys. And even if they can stop, they can never forget you. If they're ever reminiscing about the past, feeling nostalgic, you will always be that one person they come back to, the one person they think of, no matter how old they get, no matter how many years, and no matter how much time passes, they will always remember you. And then we have the Lovers in reverse here. So this really tells me that, when you come into someone's life, it's like, that's it. Then no one else matters. And I feel like your love, pile one, is one of a kind. The way you guys love, it's not something that anyone can do. I get it, everybody has their own way of loving, but when it comes to you guys, it's like, it has a class of its own. It has a league of its own. So that's another thing. The way you love, your love is another factor that makes you so unforgettable. Your love is something that makes people's lives better, makes people have hope again, and your love is so incredibly transformative. It is one of a kind, guys. Honestly, I don't know what you guys do, I don't know how you guys love, but when you do, if anyone who is lucky enough to have your love, pile one, honestly, they know what they have. They know it. And if they're smart, they will never let you go. They will treat you like the king and queen that you are. They will do that. But if they are not smart, if they don't know any better, they will obviously leave. Or if the universe has something better in store for you, of course they will take this person away and bring someone better your way. But and if that happens, if that person leaves, then this is that energy they will be carrying, where they will be thinking about you constantly. And if they're the ones to initiate the breakup, then yeah, they're gonna regret it big time. So you should really tell your partners and your friends to be kind to you, to be in your good books, because they don't want to make an enemy out of you, because it's just gonna be like, it's gonna affect them more than it's gonna affect you, because they're the ones who are gonna be stuck with the memory of you guys. You guys will move on. You guys are so strong and independent with the Seven of Wands here that you guys will be able to move on. Yes, it'll take time depending on how attached you are to the person, but you will move on. But this person, yeah, they cannot. They won't be able to. And then we have Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands, and Queen of Swords. Okay, let me just put these up here. All right, so with the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands here, I don't know, I feel like you guys are incredibly adventurous. That's another thing people can't seem to get over when it comes to you guys. Pile 1, you guys are so adventurous and so like spontaneous. Like, you guys can see, you guys are all up for trying out new things. You're always up for new experiences in life. So obviously when you have that, when you have such an amazing energetic attitude to you guys, people are going to want a piece of that. People will want to be in your energy. People are going to be they're going to want to be surrounded by you all the time. And I feel like that sometimes really gets on your nerves. It gets really tiring for you guys, because everybody's constantly after you. Also with the Seven of Wands, people are constantly after you. And the thing is that when you have such a transformative energy, like I was saying, since you bring such a positive change in people's lives, people start having expectations from you. They're like, okay, now Pile 1 will be there with us forever. Or like, sometimes people even forget that you have your own life, because with the Ten of Wands, they throw their responsibilities on you. They think that you will take care of them forever now, just because you have helped them out. They just think that you will be there forever, and that now they have nothing to worry about. If they come across some problem, I feel like a lot of people just immediately call you, and they don't even realize what time of day it is or whether you'll be busy or not. They can be really inconsiderate at times when it comes to you guys. Can't really blame them. I don't know, maybe you can, maybe yeah, they should be considerate of you guys, considering you have your own lives, you have your own families and your own responsibilities to take care of. But people just because you have brought this change in people's lives, make them feel so much better with the Six of Swords. They're just like, okay, this person is the reason why my life is so great right now. So every time I come into some problem, Pile 1 will just make it go away. Like, they have that kind of an attitude. They have that kind of a mindset towards you guys. So what they do is, they just automatically just start calling you every time they get into some sort of trouble, be it big or small, doesn't matter. They're like, you are their first person to call. I know it can be really frustrating, and that makes, this is what this Ten of Wands energy leads to. I get it, you're really responsible. That's another factor. That's a completely different message in terms of why you guys are so unforgettable, is that you guys are so responsible. And whatever to-do list, whatever tasks that are given to you, you make sure to do it. Like, you guys are very productive in that sense. Or I don't want to say productive, because sometimes there are those tasks which you really don't want to do. Sometimes there are those tasks which require a lot of your energy. They drain you by the end of it. So yeah, not really good in terms of health, but you still do it. You guys, whatever is given to you, whatever responsibility is given to you, you fulfill it to the best of your ability. You never run away from work. You never run away from any responsibility, and that is something that people really admire and people really look up to you. They're like, I want to be like Pile 1. I want to be just as resourceful and responsible as they are. I understand that they have a lot going on, but despite all that, they still make time to help people out. They make sure that all of their to-do list is complete. They don't procrastinate. I want to be like them. So you are a source of inspiration for a lot of people, Pile 1. You're a source of admiration for a lot of people. And honestly, I am so proud of you guys. But yeah, with this 10 of Wands energy, I do want to say, please take care of your health. Please don't just burn yourselves out trying to please people, trying to do whatever they want. Yeah, take care of yourselves as well. And then with the 9 of Wands here, another message that I'm getting is that, the reason why people throw their responsibilities on you. I feel like you guys are really protective of those around you, like your loved ones, your family, your friend. You're very, very protective of them. No matter how difficult things get, like no matter how difficult the opposition is, the obstacles are standing in your way, you will never, you will fight to the last bit for your loved ones, for your friends, for your family, anyone. Sometimes you even do it for strangers. Like that's how you guys are, sometimes you don't even discriminate between the people you know and the people you don't know. Every time you see someone who's in trouble, you get to know about someone who's in trouble, you do your utmost to help them out. No matter how difficult it is for you, Pile 1, you still go like, no, I have to help that person. That person needs my help. It's just an instinctive thing. Some people might even say you're really foolish that you go around helping everyone and not expecting anything in return, but it is something that is kind of innate in you. You have this deep desire to kind of help people out, and that just shows that you have a very strong purpose in this life. That's why you bring such a positive change in people. You guys are a godsend. That's what I would say. You guys are a godsend. And definitely people are so incredibly lucky to have you. They're so incredibly lucky to have your love, because your love is so healing. And not only that, your love is not just healing for people, but it also brings them wisdom, because we have Queen of Swords here. So that really brings them wisdom. It makes them, like, some people just, they heal from love, but they don't learn from the lessons of the past. They heal from the hurt, like whatever their exes caused or whatever trauma they've been through. They heal from it, but they don't learn from it. So that's like, I don't know, I think that's like halfway healing, I think. But when you guys start giving out your love to heal people, not only are you able to heal people, but people are able to take that guidance from you as well. You will make a very, very good therapist if you guys choose to go down that path. You guys will make an excellent counselor, because you just have this way of not only accepting people unconditionally and loving them, Pile 1, but you have this way of imparting knowledge and wisdom to people so that they don't make the same mistake again. That is why your presence is so transformative. It is so unforgettable, because people know that, yes, if it weren't for you, they would probably be making the same mistakes again and again. So in terms of that, you guys are like out there, one of a kind of people. And this really tells me with the Ace of Swords, the way you talk to people, it's so clear and it's so crisp that people just cannot forget it. Every time you give a speech, if you ever do that, if you've ever done it, you would have known that people are just, it's all pin drop silence, and people are just listening to you with their full attention. So let's see what else we have for you. All right, we have a strength. Inner strength is a power within that pushes action into all areas of your life. So strength is another factor that makes you unforgettable. Like I was saying, you're so strong and so protective of the people around you that even if the task seems daunting, even if the obstacle seems impossible to overcome, you do not give up. And I'm just not talking about your physical strength. Yes, you have that as well, considering with the 10 of Wands and the kind of work you guys do, the amount of work you guys do, you have a lot of physical strength, but mental and emotional strength as well. That is why you're able to help so many people out, because you have the strength to deal with their emotional, imbalance and all of those things. You guys, yeah. All right, we have clarity. Clearing your mind brings you closer to your sacred inner wisdom. We have Ace of Swords here. Clarity, that is the thing. People are like, they look at you, people, especially those people who are dealing with confusion, who just don't know where life is going, who are feeling lost. You are a miracle for them, a pile one. You are a godsend. You are a blessing for those people, because they're like, this person is so clear headed. Like, you bring clarity to people. And when you do that, people are able to navigate their lives the way they want to. Honestly, yeah. Then we have cleansing. Energy cleansing creates a healthy and harmonious space in which to thrive. Of course, we have the word harmonious coming through. We also have the lovers here. We have Six of Swords, and number 6 talks about harmony. So I feel like probably the number 6 holds a significance in your life in some way, shape, or form. But another thing is that your presence is very cleansing. It takes away, like I was saying, death is all about, taking away, getting rid of what is not required. It's another form of cleansing, basically, this card. So this really tells me that you guys, you just come, you take away the mess in people's life, you take away the darkness, all that is not required in a person's life, you do it. Some of you guys, sometimes you will have to take active action to do that, but sometimes you just do it indirect. Like, you don't even realize you're doing it, but you are just cleansing people left and right. You are cleansing this world left and right, pile one. Some of you might realize it, some of you might not realize it, but that is what you're doing here. If this planet is breathable at this point, yeah, I feel like you guys are the ones who go around, going like, okay, we should plant more trees so to solve the climate crisis and all of that stuff, to help clean the world. You guys do that. You are spiritually cleansing this world, and honestly, of course, that will make you unforgettable, right? So this is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what makes you unforgettable. All right, so we have 4 of Wands in reverse, and we have the High Priestess, Sun, the Moon, and the 9 of Cups. All right, wow. I'm really drawn to these two, the Sun and the Moon. This really tells me that you guys possess a very dual nature. Like, not only do you possess the energy of the Sun, but you possess the energy of the Moon. And of course, we have one card which is from the Suit of Wands, which corresponds to this element of fire. Then we have this card with the Suit of Cups, which corresponds to the element of water. So this really tells me that you guys are fire and water, pile 2. And you know what that means, right? Like, not only are you intense, you're passionate, you are hot in a sense, you're warm, you're comfortable, and you're kind, you're gentle. Not gentle, gentle is for the water, but you're passionate and fiery and intense. But at the same time, you are gentle, you're loving, you're nurturing, you're caring, you are calm, you're cool. Wow, that's the like the perfect duality, if there is one. And you guys have that. You guys, that's why it's like you guys are so unforgettable, pile 2. I really see that, you guys have this, like, and we have High Priestess. Of course we do. I mean, like, we have this one, you have the knowledge of this world, and then you have the knowledge of the other world. Okay, I'm just getting really excited by looking at your cards. I'm just gonna confess, okay? Okay, so anyway, the point is that with the High Priestess here, this card it mostly talks about your intuition. It mostly talks about, having that inner wisdom. And this really tells me that with you having this kind of a duality to you guys, pile 2, you have this innate sense about what a person requires. You just do. Like, you don't even realize that you do, but you end up doing it. It's something that is, this knowledge kind of, it's in your soul. You don't have to make active efforts. You don't have to read a ton of books to get this kind of a knowledge that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what the person needs. You didn't have to read or do a degree in psychology. I mean, that is just additional stuff that it will give you additional knowledge. But you would have noticed that people just go like, that you are my unofficial therapist. People just call you their unofficial therapist. Well, and for some of you guys, you might not have read a single word of psychology or, of human psychology, basically. But since a very young age, you guys have been able to understand people on a level that even surprises them, because they're like, how can a child or how can someone so young understand me who's so much older than them? You know, a lot of times adults might have been incredibly surprised by you, and sometimes even scared, you know, because they're like, okay, this kid knows way more than they should, you know. But at the same time, so you know, that kind of just freaks them out. But the thing is that with you guys, you just have this innate knowledge that, okay, you just know it. Every time you look at a person or you're talking to a person, you're like, okay, this person needs warmth right now, this person needs intensity right now, this person requires passion from me. Whereas other times you're like, okay, this person needs love, this person needs me to be gentle with them, this person cannot handle me being harsh, this person cannot handle the heat, the fire. They need that calm, collected, you know. Yeah, they need the water side of you. So, and the thing is that this really tells me, as well, with the fire and water here, this kind of tells me that your masculine, your divine masculine and your divine feminine, a pile 2, they are in sync, which makes you someone who's at a higher frequency than others. That's why the high priestess is coming through. That gives you more wisdom, because you are a balanced personality. Sometimes, most of the times, it's that one side of an individual dominates. Sometimes their divine masculine will dominate. For others, it's a divine feminine that dominates. But with you guys, it's a both. It's literally both. And you know exactly how to balance it. So every time, so that's why people come to you, you know. People cannot forget you, because they're like, no, we have to talk to pile 1 because we have to talk to pile 2, because a pile 2 will understand what we're going through, and they will, you know, they will treat us the way we want to be treated, the way we are kind of expecting to be treated. Because sometimes, you know, people have a certain way of thinking, they have a certain set of morals, values, and they live their lives with that. So sometimes when a person needs them to understand, they cannot do that because it doesn't align with their values and their beliefs or their energy, per se. But with you guys, no matter what set of values you have, no matter what belief system you carry, you are able to have that understanding, because you are in alignment. You, both of your, you know, side, your masculine and feminine, are in complete balance. That is why whoever comes to you talking about whatever it is that they want to talk to you about, you are able to understand them on a level that others cannot. And that is one of the biggest reason why people find you so unforgettable. Not only that you're able to give them exactly what they need, but you're able to understand them on such a strong level, because both of your sides are balanced. You know, it's not just one side that is dominating, because if that is the case, then you won't be able to understand everyone, right? So the reason you guys are able to do that is because, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so sorry, but I'm really excited because of, like, your energy is like perfect, you know. And on the other hand, with the moon here, moon is a card of confusion, a pile 2. So this really tells me that a lot of times, unbeknownst to you, you guys end up kind of leaving people confused. I feel like when you're not in someone's life, yeah, they're confused, you know, because you carried the energy of the sun. So sun is clarity, sun is enlightenment, sun is knowledge. So, you know, depending on your mood, I feel like you guys have this superpower. You really have the superpower that depending on your mood, you can either bring confusion to a person or you can bring a clarity to a person. Literally, like, that's epic. But you guys have that power, pile 2, and you guys can do that. A lot of people come to you, a lot of people who are confused, they come to you because they're like, no, pile 2 will be able to kind of tell us what's going on. Pile 2 will be able to bring that clarity to us. That is why they come to you. And this really tells me with the high priestess that people kind of have this belief, they have this notion about you that you are a know-it-all. Like, not in a bad way, no way, not in a bad way, not in that condescending, conceited way, no way. This is a very, like, in a positive way, that yes, they have so much knowledge and so much wisdom that we need to go and talk to them. So a lot of people have this notion about you that you know everything about everything. And knowing you guys, knowing how humble and humble you guys are, you guys, yes, you guys do know a lot with the Nine of Cups here. There's a lot that you have experienced, and there's a lot you will experience. But and because of that, you have like a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. But I feel like you guys are like, no, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't even know what's going to happen in the next hour. So how can people just think that, I know everything? But it is that belief, that notion that people have about you, because you have that clarity. You bring clarity to people. You make whenever people talk to you, you just end up making a sense of everything. Like, you just bring everything to clarity for them. They will come to you going like, oh, I don't understand this, and you will just take all that information, you will summarize it in a very cohesive and perfect manner that people will be like, okay, that was so easy. Why am I making this so complicated? So you have a knack, pile 2, you have a knack of dealing with people that is so completely unforgettable. They just cannot forget it. If people are not with you, they are in disalignment. They're not in alignment with themselves. They're confused. They're lost. They have no clue what is going on. And also with the Sun card here, with the Nine of Cups here, this really tells me that you bring a very positive energy to people. You're like the sun, you're rising, and everything is so much better all of a sudden. On the other hand, with the moon here, the moon has phases, right? You never see the complete moon. You don't even know, like, even when the moon is full, there's this other half that is in darkness. So I feel like that's another thing. You're like a mystery to people, pile 2, and that mystery is something that they want to solve. They want to know about you because you know them. With the sun here, you have all the knowledge about the people in the world, but people, whoever comes across you, you know them. But people don't know you, and people get so curious about you. They're like, okay, we want to know pile 2. We want to know what makes them tick. We want to know what they like, what they dislike. And because of that curiosity and your mysterious energy, pile 2, people they cannot forget you. Okay, we have the High Priestess once again. So this just confirms that you have the knowledge of not only this world, but the cosmos as well. So not only do you know a person on the outside, but you are able to know a person on the inside as well without making too much effort. And then we have Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Sun again. Okay, creepy, because I didn't do this. All right, we have Five of Pentacles. All right, so we got like 2 cards repeating for you guys. So this really tells me, obviously, that you are like this source of good news for people, a pile 2. And we need good news. Everybody needs good news in their life, right? We love good news. And if it were up to people, they would want good news every day. Something good happening to them every day. And you are that good news. I don't know. I just got this message that for some of you guys, your name might mean good news or something like that. Something of that sort. Your name might mean gift or blessing or something of that sort, something of that nature. And what a fitting name that is, because that is exactly what your energy is. You're like the sun. You're a blessing to this world. You're a blessing to people because you're so kind and so nurturing. And I feel like when people come and talk to you, you really listen to them. Like, you actually listen to them. And they're like, of course, that's what we need. That's what we want. We want to be heard. We want to be understood. So, and because of that, because of you having so much knowledge of this world and the cosmos, and on what's going on with people on the inside, you have so much knowledge that it gives you a lot of patience as well, pile 2. So people really find it easy to talk to you because they're like, pile 2 is going to be patient with us. They're not going to judge us. They're not going to just tell us to hurry up, tell us to get to the point. They will listen to us calmly no matter how much time we take. And people really appreciate that about you, pile 2, that you take time out. I mean, yes, you also have a busy schedule. I'm not saying that you don't have a life, but you value people so much that when somebody comes to you for help, when somebody calls you and says that, okay, I want to talk to you, you will you will make time for them, and you'll be like, okay, let's talk, at this time, because I'm free and I will be able to give you my undivided attention. And people appreciate that so much about you. And the thing is that because of that, I feel like people really don't want to let go of you. They want you there throughout life. And the thing is that, yeah, if somebody is foolish enough to leave you, or if you walk away from someone's life, this is the situation that becomes, because the sun is gone. What happens in winters? There's barely any sun. It's cold, it's dreary, it's gloomy. People suffer from a depression, winter blues, and all of that stuff. Why? Because the sun is not there. The sun is such a vital source of energy. It is such a vital source of light, of warmth, that we need to survive, basically. And you guys have that. So when you guys are not there, this is the energy. That is why it's so difficult for people to forget you. That is what makes you so unforgettable, because nobody wants this energy, guys. Nobody wants to be left out in the cold. People want your warmth. People want your energy, your intensity. And you carry a lot of intensity, guys. Knight of Wands here, a lot of intensity, and the good kind of intensity, not the aggressive kind where you're just yelling and you're just angry all the time. No, not like that. You have this determination that, okay, if somebody's coming to you for help, you're like, I will help you no matter what. That's what you guys do. And at the end of the day, you're so humble. You're like, you're like this, you're like, okay, this is my job, to help people. That's what I do. Because you don't consider yourself to be better than anyone else. You're like, I'm just like them. There were times that I needed help. I needed someone to talk to, and I had no one. Maybe because of that reason, you are so accepting of everyone. You're so understanding of everyone, because probably you found it difficult to be understood when you were younger. Even now, sometimes you guys find it really hard. People just don't understand you, but they expect you to understand them. So it's really hard for you at times. I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, this gets lonely for you as well, because you're like, I am so understanding of people. I listen to people all the time. I make time for them, and they cannot do the same for me in return. So that is people. You can't really do much about that. But no matter how people treat you guys, pile 2, one thing is for sure, that they just cannot. They cannot forget you. And I feel like whatever achievements you've gotten in your life so far, people really look up to you guys in terms of that. They're really inspired by you guys in terms of that. Some to the point of envy as well, where they're envying you. And they're like, I want to be like Pile 2. I want all these cups as well. I want all these achievements as well. So, some people just like to get close to you so they can get to know your secrets. But most of the time, it's just that they just cannot have enough of your energy, because you are the perfect blend of everything, light and dark, warmth and cold, all of that. You guys are like the perfect blend. I don't know if there's any such thing, but you guys are it. You guys are a balanced personality. That's why people come to you guys. And I feel like with this kind of energy, considering I keep saying that, you have a very balanced personality, with both your divine masculine, divine feminine being in balance, your chakras being in balance. So I feel like you guys really need to take extra care of yourself, so those things don't fall out of alignment. Because the more in alignment you are, the better it is for you and for the world, of course. So then we have some more stuff for you. We have aura. A healthy aura keeps your energy in balance and harmony. We've got balance and harmony once again. The words. And I keep saying that you guys have a very balanced personality. It's your aura itself that is so unforgettable. Oh my God. Your aura, like the energy that you possess. That's why I'm saying, sometimes you guys are not even aware of the effect you have on people. People are just talking to you about something completely random, and you just end up saying the right thing. You end up saying exactly what they need to hear. Whether it's good or bad, that's a different scenario. But whether it's good or bad, your soul has this knowledge that this person needs to hear this. So kudos to you. And then we have empowerment. The determination of your mind and soul will guide you towards unleashing inner power. This card also kind of tells me that you empower people. Nine of Cups coming through. You empower people. Knight of Wands. This really tells me that you give people that courage. You know, some people who are afraid to take action, they're afraid to make their dreams come true. Four of Wands in reverse. You give them that courage. You give them that support. See, you listen to people. Queen of Cups. You give them the right advice. We have High Priestess popping twice for you. You know exactly the advice a person needs. So when you give that to them, you're essentially empowering them. That is why people feel so good. That's why you are the sun. You know, you bring energy into this world. We need your energy, pile 2. Please take care of yourself, because we need people like you. We cannot afford you guys falling sick, because we need the sun. All right, so take care of yourself, love yourselves, prioritize yourselves and your health first and foremost before you go around helping people, because this kind of energy, you know, when people need that to remain empowered, to continue moving on with their lives. So yeah, definitely take care of yourself. And then we have dreams. Dreams are an expression of collective experience combined with messages from the spirit world. High Priestess coming through once again. We have the moon here. Psychic abilities. Your psychic abilities are another reason why people find it so difficult to forget you. What makes you so unforgettable? You are deeply psychic, guys. If you want, you can literally do tarot, astrology, occult, that sort of stuff for a living, because your messages are like so true and they're going to be so on point that people can really benefit from them. So you might have even noticed that your dreams are so vivid, and sometimes you're dreaming about complete strangers, but somehow life brings those strangers to you, and they're like, and you're telling them, okay, this might happen. And whatever you dream of, pile 2, I feel like that really comes true. Like 90% of the time it comes true for you. So sometimes you're even afraid of your own dream, but that's the thing. You guys have the knowledge. You guys have that connection with the cosmos. That is why the spirits send all these messages your way. You are a bridge. You guys can see these are like bridges. You know, you guys are a bridge between this world and the cosmos. So you guys have some serious work to do in this world. You guys have some serious purpose, because you are the bridge, you are the connection. So I feel like you guys are here to guide people, and the kind of guides and teachers and mentors that you guys are, completely unforgettable. All right, so this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what makes you unforgettable. We have Return, which is a card specific to this deck. We have a King of Cups. We have Two of Swords. King of Pentacles. And High Priest, which is the Hierophant here. Okay, pile 3. I feel like the main thing about you guys with the Return card here is that people just, they let go of you, they walk away from you, but then they come back, and that really drives you insane, doesn't it? Every time, like, you often find yourselves that you really think that people are highly unreliable. That is, I feel like with the Two of Swords here, you guys have kind of closed yourselves off. But the thing is that people are foolish, pile 3. They don't know any better. Some of them are naive. Some of them are downright foolish. That's the reason why they walk away from you. And then they realize what a mistake they made by leaving you or by walking away from you, and they come back. So this really tells me that this is kind of like an ongoing cycle in your life. It happened way too much that people just leave you, and then a few days later or a few weeks or months later, they are calling you back and they're like, okay, let's meet up, let's catch up, maybe I want a second chance, I made a mistake, I regret it. People really regret walking away from you, pile 3, and they keep coming back. Why? Because we have King of Cups and we have King of Pentacles here. You guys, with the King of Pentacles especially, I feel like there is your appearance, your physical appearance, a pile 3. That is something that is unforgettable for people. That is one thing that makes you so incredibly unforgettable, that somebody who looks at you, I mean, some of you guys might have a very distinct appearance, very distinct features, very different features from, like the normal. Sometimes, people have a very forgettable face. They just have a common face structure and everything, common appearance. People will just look at them and they'll just walk away without a backward glance, but not with you guys. No way. You guys have a very distinct appearance. Probably some of you guys might have a lot of tattoos as well, or piercings as well, that might make you stand out from others. Excuse me. But that is one thing. Your appearance, it makes you unforgettable, and in a good way, okay? Not in a bad way that people are like, oh, I'll never forget pile 3 because of how they looked, but more like in a very good manner, that they're like, oh, this is such a distinct person. No matter like how what the appearance is, people just cannot help but remember you. So I feel like even if excuse me, even if you're if somebody's trying to ask about you, it's very easy for people to describe you, because your appearance gets stuck in their heads. So even if they know you, even if they don't know you, yeah, people do kind of get taken aback when they look at you, first of all, and that's why it's very easy for them to remember. So whether they talk to you, whether they get to know you or not, they still remember. So if somebody comes and asks about you, very easy for them to tell you that, okay, this is how they look like, and this is where they live. Like if they have that information, very easy. Yeah, very easy to describe you. On the other hand, with the King of Cups here, this tells me that in terms of your emotions, you're so strong that and you give such great advice when it comes to emotions. And not only emotions, but with the Pentacles here, I feel like you guys are really good at managing money as well. So this kind of advice, because we have the King energy coming through, so this King energy, first of all, is like the biggest card, I would say, because King is like the highest of the court cards, right? The highest position in terms of the court cards. So this really, and obviously a king is all about being a leader, of giving advice. So this tells me that, you guys are very good at giving advice. You guys are very good at being leaders. On the other hand, with the King here as well, like King is the masculine energy. Masculine energy is all about giving, of doing, of acting, right? So this tells me that the way you impart knowledge, because you not only impart financial knowledge, that okay, this is how you're supposed to manage your finances, but there's this emotional knowledge that you guys carry as well, pile 3, which people can never get enough of. That's why no matter what age the person is, that person will come to you for advice, be it older, be it younger than you, doesn't matter. They will come to you for advice. And honestly, yeah, why wouldn't they? You guys are like this, you guys are like the kings, you guys are like the best. You guys are the experts basically in your field, no matter what your field is. And not only in just your field, but obviously in terms of emotional matters, material matters, you guys are the experts. So a lot of people are just like, okay, we have this problem, we need to call pile 3 because they are the expert. Some people just assume you are the expert in everything. They just think that you know it all, that you have the knowledge, you have the expertise. We have the high priest as well, the Hierophant, which is like about being a mentor, of being a guide. So I feel like people cannot forget you, pile 3, because you provide such deep, profound wisdom and guidance to them. And we need people like that. We do not really forget our teachers, right? Especially the ones who have made a massive impact on our lives. You are like that. You're like those teachers, you're like those mentors who make an impact in a student life. So a teacher's basic role is, to shape a child's mind, to prepare them for this world, right? Some people are able to do it. Some teachers are able to do it. Some teachers are not able to do it. But you guys are like one of those who are able to shape the individual's mind and who really help them prepare. You guys, no matter what, if you guys are teachers, or if you think that you have an expertise in some particular area, you not only talk about that, you not only teach about that particular subject, but you also give them the advice that they need to deal with this world. Like you will tell them to teach them about taxes. You would teach them about, how to buy a house, how to save money, how to deal with finances. But at the same time, you will also teach them about human psychology. You might not be a psychology teacher, you might not be a psychology person, but you have the knowledge. So you teach your students that, okay, this is how you're supposed to talk to people, this is how you make connections, this is how you network, that's how you understand people. So you are like the best teacher out there. Even if whether you're a teacher or not, doesn't matter. You guys have this innate ability to give guidance. You guys are like this high priest, you are born to be a mentor. Like your soul is the mentor, right? So whether you might be working in a regular company, as a business person, or in a small company, whatever your profession is, but your soul is a guide. You guys are mentors to this world. You guys are here to impart knowledge, and people are super impressed with the knowledge that you guys have. You guys are like encyclopedias, treasure trove of knowledge. That is what you guys are, a pile 3. And of course, people are not going to forget you. Like I'm saying, if people are foolish enough to do that, they just keep coming back to you. And I feel like because they keep coming back to you, it really kind of makes you feel as if, humans are incredibly unreliable, and you don't like that people just walk away from you whenever they feel like, and they come back to you whenever they feel like. So because of that, with the 2 of Swords here, I feel like because of that, you guys have kind of closed yourselves off to people. You have built walls around your heart because you're like, why would I constantly put myself through pain of people walking away from me, people abandoning me, only to call back sometimes later and going like, okay, we want to come back in your life. You're like, no, I'm not going to put myself through that. And because you love yourself enough, you guys are mature enough to understand who to open yourself up to and who to close yourself off to. But also with the 2 of Swords here, since you have closed yourselves off from the world, pile 3, this really tells me that people they want like to come close to you. They want to know you. They want to break down your walls and get to know the person underneath. I mean, the reason you have built walls in the first place is because of the people who walk away and who treat you like a doormat, who treat you like a toy, because you're not a toy, right? Excuse me. But so people are like, there are others who are curious about you. They want to know you. And obviously, because you have closed yourselves off, you become this mystery, you become a mystery that people want to solve. You become this door. I mean, people just want to unlock that cage, the door where your heart is, and they want to get, they want that heart. They want to know you. So, and when they're not able to, it's like, they're constantly thinking about you, and they're like regretting their decisions to walk away from you, because now they're like, oh, I don't have any guidance in my life. I don't have that one person who understood me, who gave me the best advice. I was so stupid to walk away from pile 3. People have all these regrets, and obviously because of these reasons, they cannot forget you. And then we have a 6 of Cups. We've got reminiscing, nostalgia coming through. Yeah, people just, oh my gosh. The Hanged Man. 2 of Wands. Oh, we have duality coming through. Number 2 again. We have Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Chariot. Okay. All right. So, pile 3. Okay, with the 6 of Cups here, this really tells me that people think a lot about you. People who are reminiscing, of people who have come and gone from your life. Pile 3, they think a lot about you. They daydream a lot about you, like they actually do that. Be it your friends, be it your ex-partner, whoever it is, they do that. They actually use it. I mean, this card is all about thinking of the past. And they're always like imagining the good times that you had, and probably you get a lot of calls and messages from your ex that, oh, remember that time when we went there together. Like they're always talking about the past. They're always talking about the good times you both had together, and you're like, Now you value me. Now you are thinking about all these things, but when we were together, you didn't treat me right, you know? So people just, they think that it's very easy to walk away from you, but then they just end up hanging, when they do that, when they make that mistake of walking away from you, pile 3, they just become like this hanged man, they're just hanging. They have no direction, they have no idea what is going on. They just go like, okay, now they just get hung up on you, basically. They really do. That really happens with you guys. For some of you guys, it can get really scary because people start stalking you. They become obsessive. They start calling you when you are telling them not to call you, when you're trying to you have to, I feel like probably a lot of you have gotten restraining orders against people who have been harassing you and who have been kind of, just not they're not taking the hint that you've moved on and that they should move on as well. If they really cared about you, they shouldn't have left you in the first place. Like, that should be there. So a lot of time people are just like, they get hung up on you. So then we have Queen of Pentacles. This really tells me also with the appearance, like I was saying, you guys are beautiful. Beautiful people. Pile 3, you guys are the attractive ones, the handsome ones, the pretty ones from the lot. Excuse me. And people just cannot forget that. They're like, every time the word beauty pops up, the word handsome pops up, they immediately think of you, because they're like, yeah, pile 3 is the one with the good looks. They're the ones who are the attractive ones. So your looks are one of the reasons why you guys are so profoundly unforgettable, a pile 3. At the same time, we have 2 of Wands and then 2 of Swords. There's this number 2 coming here. So this really tells me one thing, that another reason why people kind of are unable to forget about you, what makes you so unforgettable, is that there's this alignment, you guys. We also have the Chariot here, which also talks about holding on to 2 things. I feel like you guys are able to do things that other people cannot. You guys can see with this 2 of Wands here, this performer is standing on one leg. There's this hanged man here. Hanged man is all about doing things in a very different way. So when you guys do something, excuse me, when you guys do something, pile 3, you do it in a really different manner, or you guys do things that other people just will never have the courage to do. And that is what makes you so unforgettable. You guys do things, you guys will pursue interests that other people will never think of doing because they're afraid to do it. So this really tells me that you guys are fearless, guys. You guys are fearless, and you guys are courageous, and you guys, you have this way of finding solutions. You're like, even if you encounter a problem, even when people are telling you, oh, you'll never make money out of this, you shouldn't bother pursuing this, it's so hard to make money from that profession, you will get into that. And you will do something so different in terms of that work that you will end up making money, because you have money. We have King of Pentacles coming through. So and also with the Queen of Pentacles here, this talks about material wealth. So I feel like another thing that people kind of remember about you, or that what makes you so unforgettable, pile 3, probably your wealth as well. You might not be a billionaire or a millionaire or something, but for some reason people just remember your wealth. I don't know why. You might be just living a regular comfortable life, like making average salary, but for some reason people are like, this person's wealth, like they remember you for your wealth, and they remember the fact, and they just think that you earn a lot of money, or you come from a lot of money. So if you're someone who comes from money, you have ancestors who were incredibly rich, yeah, that's one of the reasons why you are so unforgettable. But the thing is that with the Chariot here, this also tells me that you guys are very good at multitasking, very good at handling different aspects of life. That's why we have this water and this emotional stuff coming through with the material, tangible stuff coming through. So this really tells me that you guys are expert in more than one field. Could be anything. You guys could be doctors, and engineers at the same time. I don't know how, but you might have like a lot of tech knowledge as well as, you know, a lot of knowledge of the human body. So it could be like you guys might have very contrasting interest, but you guys are expert in those fields, whatever those fields are. But you guys are into multiple things. You have knowledge of multiple things. And because of that, people find you so unforgettable. That makes you so unforgettable, because this is not something that everyone can do. Not everyone can be an expert in more than one field. Not everyone can do things in such a unique and distinct manner. Not everybody is as good looking as you guys are. So next time somebody says you're not good looking, yeah, tell them to walk away, because they will walk away and then they'll just come back to you. Like, that's how people are towards you guys, pile 3. So and the thing is that those who have walked away, yeah, that's what they're doing right now. They're just thinking of you, and they're like, I wish I was with pile 3. I wish you know, we could be together again. I miss our friendship. I miss hanging out with them. I miss going out on dates with them. Yep, full on regrets, guys. With you, when it comes to you guys, yeah, people regret walking away from you. Let's see what else we have. We have rejuvenation. Rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit with a fresh and renewed approach to life. Like I was saying, the Hangman, you guys do things so differently that people find you incredibly refreshing. That is why you are like so incredibly you know, unforgettable, because you have this energy of rejuvenation. You are a breath of fresh air, guys. You guys are like, whoa. Cold water on a summer's day. That's what you guys are. We have meditation. Meditation will transport you to a place of bliss at any desired time of the day. So yep, that's what you do. You bring a certain calm in people's life. We have the earth energy coming through, so you help ground people. You know, you bring a stability in people's lives that they're not able to get from anywhere else. That's why the number 2 is also coming through. We're talking support here. You you help ground people. You know, every time they come to you, they feel so much better. They're able to make sense of the chaos that is going on in their heads just by talking to you. That's the kind of effect you have. That's the kind of mentor you guys are. Even while you're just having a casual conversation, you will end up imparting bits and pieces of knowledge that, you know, it just helps everything and everybody out. So you guys are incredibly valuable, and never ever think that you're not. And obviously, when you are able to help people to such an extent, that is why, you know, people regret walking away from you. They regret leaving you, because all of a sudden there's no one to bring that stability to them. There's no one to help ground them. And when there's no one like that, yeah, they're not going to be okay with that. They're not going to be okay. They'll just be hanging upside down, thinking of ways to make life happen. Yeah. And then we have confidence. Self-confidence opens you to the energy required to carry you through each day at your very best. Also, we have Queen of Pentacles here. This queen is the confident one. You know, she's like, I am good looking, I am gorgeous, and I know it. But she's not like arrogant about it, you know. She knows she's beautiful. She knows she's talented. And she's like, yeah, that's me. And that's the kind of confidence you guys possess, which makes you so unforgettable, because I feel like this confidence adds to your beauty. It adds to your charisma. It adds to this whole mysterious persona that you have going on, that people are like, they cannot help but be drawn to you, and they cannot help but wonder what kind of a person you will be on the inside, or what are you like, what you don't like. People cannot help but be curious about you guys because of this confidence that you guys carry. All right, so this is all that makes you unforgettable, pile 3. So this is all I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.